There. Find the sergeant of Lakeshore's camp. Yeah, we found the we'd found the dude that said he said he'd lost the honey, and then we went off looking for all things honey. Find the sergeant of the Lakeshore camp. No, the crying lady will be, I think the snake one will be last. Must have been sidetracked. Whoop. Bad. I mean, she's here, we probably could speak to her. You approach a young woman weeping sorrowfully into her palms. She catches her breath for a moment and looks out longingly over the placid lake. Oh, my sweet songbird, why have you forsaken me to a life devoid of your love? Tears well up in her eyes as she buries her face once again. You consider leaving this melodrama well enough alone, but something about the poor girl reminds you of the maiden slumbering under your house. You draw out a tattered handkerchief and offer it to the maiden. There, dry your eyes, my child, and tell old Granny what the matter is. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs the corners of her eyes. Swallowing the last of her sobs, she composes herself before sighing wistfully. It's my beloved. Such a sweet and romantic man with the voice of a meadowlark. I get it. He dumped you. Well, don't worry. There's plenty of other frogs in the swamp. What? No. He loves me, and I him. Though our families would never allow us to be together. He'd come and sing outside my balcony every night. One night we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past the morning sun, but he still didn't reveal himself. Half break. Maybe he just wasn't that into you. A woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We're destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholic gaze out over the lake. Even now I can still hear my beautiful melody of his lute coming from across the water. Of the dull sounds of lapping waves and quacking waterfowl, faint notes of some faraway stringed instrument whisper through the reeds. Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you aren't just mad in love. I'm coming from somewhere in the middle of the lake. He's out there somewhere. I just know it. She crumpled into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears. Now, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off the shore. I'll go find where this tardy bard of yours has run off to. The snake. Oh, there's 3 things there. Want some goblin snot? I think so. Run away! The music seems strongest on this shore, but even here you can't quite place the source. It seems to be emanating from the half-sunken ruin poking out of the lake's waters. Hey, Fargons. Oh, yeah, game's amazing. Come on, kids, run. Maybe that fool bard's hiding way out there. But I swim as well as the hens fly. Suddenly some unseen voice chitters mockingly into your ear. Ho, ho, hee, hee. The musical man you'll never see. You spin around, but no one is there. Just the nattering laughter bouncing on the wind. Who's there? Show yourself. Spirit. We need some There he is. We need some unveiling stuff, which I currently have. You snap your hand around the elusive creature and squeeze. Let me go, you knobbly pot. You're crushing the life out of me. You trifling little pest. What do you know about this music? Music? What music? All I hear is the slapping waves and the peeping birdies. You wrinkly old ears must be full of bugs. Don't you play smart with me? I'll pop off your head like a daisy. Oh, you mean that music? Oh, it's the sound of snakes traveling circus. I thought everyone knew that. Circus stays still, but the door's the thing that travels, you see. And right now the door's out on the lake, which will never get in. You give the wretched sprite a good shake, and a shower of glittering dust sheds off its wings. Tell me how to cross the lake, or I'll make a necklace from your teeth. Only fae folk can show the way. Dirty fairies built a bridge. Keep all you big folk out unless Snake invites them in. You're a fairy, aren't you? Where's this bridge? Ha! We're a pixie. None of those flamby-pamby mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to big stompers like you. The creature peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms. Oh look! There's a fairy now. Why don't you ask her? You turn to look, but in your moment of distraction the pixie sinks its sharp teeth into your finger. Ow, you sneaky little blighter! Springing free from your grasp, the slippery monster chitters a laugh and vanishes into a cloud of smoke. You look down at your dust-covered hand. Fairy or not, this bridge must be around here somewhere. Okay. Investigate the basin by the forest. The fairy tree. It's saying here. Oh, it's saying over there. No, that's the girl. Oh, there was a bunch of pixies fairies down in this section. No, not there. That's where the dryad is. Yeah, this way. No. Down on the right? It's off to the right somewhere. Yeah, this way. Ah, okay. Unless by basin it's meaning there was a basin. Looked like a bird feeder? Not a bird feeder, a bird bath. Lakeside Basin. Pushing aside thrushes and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal. It might be mistaken for a bird bath if you didn't know any better. As you run your finger around the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off, as if drawn by an invisible force. Crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Okay, so we've got some ingredients we have most of. We need another blue feather, which means we need a trap for a blue bird. I think we've got some traps, maybe. We have one trap. We'll put it down here and we should call in a bird. Bird be like, I'm not falling for your trap. There's a little bird there though. Go away, Mr. Wolf. I'll only ever just put it down and something's come in to get it. I mean, the dragonflies are really good. Ah, here we go. Come on, little bird. There you go. Fairy dust. You shake out the fine dust in the bowl and it settles evenly to its inside surface. Some fireflies. Each of the fireflies alights upon the edge of the bowl, stepping delicately until they are evenly spaced. And the blue feathers. Placed into the basin, the feathers arrange themselves into perfect triangular symmetry. The basin begins to glow a soft yellow. As the fireflies raise from the muck within, they begin to dance up and down, drawing circles high above the bowl. Glitter rains down gently, shimmering as it catches rays of sunlight, slowing the particles trace the form of a bridge leading from the edge of the water to the center of the lake. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walkway and find that it is as strong as if it were made of solid stone. Find the snake in the fairgrounds. Uncanny fairground, eh? The snake would like to meet you. People really like these parlor tricks. Motion. The strong dude. That's speedos, man. They were very nice. Don't know about the snake. Draped in glittering jewellery, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. I saw that you would come here in search of answers. Huh, I just came here in search of the bard. That's him outside, right? With the lute? The minstrel, yes. He's working off a debt to me. All those folk out there seem a touch addled. What did you do to them? They're all humble folk looking for something, just as you are. I'm here to provide them with a service in exchange for a bit of work. What are you, some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite a racket in my forest. A wizard? No. I'm a seer, scryer of hidden mists, foreteller of fortunes, keeper of secrets. Fancy titles you've given yourself? Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman, peddling your wares to the gullible. Used cart salesman. Love it. Skeptic. Step closer and let the crystal ball reveal its mysteries. The snake's voice drops low and seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight. I am a helper of sorts, an unraveller of knots. I make the forgotten remembered. You feel the scaly touch of slithering coils wind around you, but you are powerless to move. And you have forgotten much. The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colours collapse into themselves and fracture into kaleidoscopic mosaics against the canvas walls. A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realise that it's your own. I have forgotten so much. Let me help you find your answers. The serpent's coils slowly squeeze the conscious out of you. With a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. Wait, get off me, you worm! You wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. When your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders. Harumph! I guess that sly serpent has some tricks up his sleeve. I better come up with a plan for the next time I go in there. Festival patrons seem confused after your tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. Crowds disperse as they fumble about in a haze. Now's my chance to get a word in with that bard. Maybe I can get him out of this mess. Weary-eyed bard strumming his lute, the strapping young man has a faraway look in his eyes. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wander I may, but ne'er away from she I call my lover. To my chagrin I stumbled in and met the gaze of another. Curious I stared, was not prepared, and this was my mistake. A binding gaze, now I live my days in the service of the snake. Cry not for me, for there is she that might still see me saved. My spirits they lift as she holds a gift from before I was enslaved. A mirror but shattered, its pieces have scattered, if mended we may be set free. Down the wishing wellspring to the swamp's moonlit ring and hiding within the pixie's tree. What's all this about? Broken mirror? You gave it to that weeping maiden? Speak plainly, you warbling fool. No matter what you do, the poor musician barely seems to realise you're there. He just keeps strumming his lute and humming his mournful tune. Maybe that love stick miss will know about what he's on about. Alright, lady. What's going on? Oh, still my beating heart. Have you any news about my dear sweet love? I found him at the carnival. He's been mesmerised by the snake. Unless I can break the spell, no one in that carnival can leave. The snake? Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that charlatan? I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror. Do you know anything about that? A mirror? Oh yes, it was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her bodice she produces a small cracked hand mirror. But on one night it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards. His song mentioned something about a wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree. Keep that mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you. Oh, thank you. Should very much love to see it whole once again. Hey Zergos, how you doing, man? Alright, I'm pretty sure we know where the pixie tree is, just over there. The game's gonna lead us on the map anyway, but this gnarled tree is littered with countless trinkets and bits of trash, glued haphazardly together to form a glittering hive. You reach for a sharp piece of broken glass that could be the mirror shard. Pull your hand away at the last moment. 1,000 beady eyes peer out of the tree's knotholes. A familiar cackling voice floats above the others. You again? Kettlehead, what do you want now? I've come for that mirror shard. Hand it over, and I won't have to strangle you again. No way. We need shinies to keep gross fairy folk away. Best fairy repellent there is. What? Since when are fairies afraid of shiny things? Well, I don't see no fairies around. Do you? I have a tiger scaring rock I'd like to sell you for $5. But maybe we can work something out. Them smelly mushroom murders have been encroaching on our turf, see? They've been building those stupid little stone shrines of theirs, and worse yet, they've been hiring mercenaries to guard them. So we can't go anywhere near, but maybe a big stomper like you can take care of the problem for us. And then you'll give me that shard? Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent. Okay, destroy the fairy shrines in the forest. Destroy fairy shrines. Got it. There's one over this way. Okay, now what do we need for the dryads? Cinder box, and we just need to interact with that. What do we need? So we need 3 cinder boxes, which we've got enough stuff we can make. Some of them I might need a doll for if there's enough gremlin, what are the goblins around? Come here. Okay, where's the next one? But there was a goblin near that one, but we were able to circumvent him. I'm saying there's one here. Not seeing it though. Unless it's in the well. I mean, I wanted to get some water anyway. Unless it's something later in the quest. Oh wait. You hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep water well and duck down to inspect the small damp cave. Pale shape quickly retreats farther into the dark space. You're a laboured breath of some pathetic thing oh, this is the wishing well. That's why the snake's here. On the map was. Hello there. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above while simultaneously cowering from it. Poor dear. What are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? Two thin, malnourished arms twist out crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass while the other hand reaches out to you begging for food. Okay, if we give it we make some roast beef. Can I make roast beef? I need one of these. Oh, I needed one of these. Never mind. Now I can make roast beef. Nope, I need clay. No, I need ember from a... Alright, I'll be back with your roast beef. So we need embers from a fire pit. Where'd the thing go? Get all the clay again. Alright, I'll get the shiny stones in just here. Oh, I need to make the roast beef. There you go, dude. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice, and you hear a satisfied munching from within. The mirror's shard lays abandoned in the silt. Thanks, dude. Okay, so that's one of them. Hey, Zacharisa, how you doing? So there's another couple, one there and one in another zone, and that's the girly. So head up there. Across the bridge. Oh, I'm great, thank you. Having a super fun time with this. Collect all the things, turn them into other things, collect more things to use the things you've made to trap or get other things, and then you make those into stuff. What's that one? Oh, that's the fairy shrine. What do we got guarding those? Oh, just some changelings, but there's also a dog. It's going to be easier if I just make the morsel, right? Oh, I've got a morsel. Made a few extra earlier. Let's get the dog hair. Alright, come here. Two done. I think there's a goblin this way. I guess not. Is it up there? There it is, yeah. Right, and there's one in the swamp. Hey, Jazzy. Yeah, me too. I think we got it in the title. It's amazing. I was thinking of you while I was playing. I thought, oh, Jazzy's going to love this. I figured you would have got it as well. How far up into the swamp? It's not too far away. Oh, it's great. It just the play is good. The crafting is there. All the collecting. Oh, there's one I didn't pick up earlier. It's basically sort of collect, craft, use what you craft to collect more or get other things, and then yeah. And the trees go pretty deep where some of them you need items upon items upon items to make things 3 or 4 levels deep. Let's make a smoke bomb for these guys. Right. Come here. Ah, it's so good. It just plays well, it feels good. Oh, look at them all. I can't take down all of them. Alright, I'm going to need lots of... Geez, what do I need for these guys? These... Wait. The regular totems needed... these. Let's see if These guys. Use these. No. These animated wooden effigies seem entangled to ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface, reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of the dancing totems are too dense and quick. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs! Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble. I need a moonlight globe. Alright, how do we make a moonlight globe? Okay, so we've got plenty of those. We've got some totemic moondrop. That's craftable. So we need a jar. Oh, look, we can finally use the soot sprite and flower petals we've got. So make a jar. We need to get some more fire embers as well. Now we can make a glitter bomb. And now we can make the moonlight globe. Cast the glowing globe into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigies suddenly lose coordination and knock their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied dance begins anew. Take it. Idiots. Let's grab some of this frog juice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, grab some rope as well. Okay, so we still have another fairy shrine in the forest. Go away. Go away. Just run back to the forest, I guess. That's oh, do you want more snooters? No. I thought I destroyed that one. Go away. I did. Okay, so just showing it there because this is that step. And I got that one. And that's the girl. Where's the other one? Unless there was one near the girl. Let's have a look around. It says there must be a spot in here we haven't... Oh, Lakeshore Path. That's how we get to Lakeshore. Okay. That's the tree. That's the girl. Unless it doesn't show us unless we pass it somewhere. So the boxes are just a reminder. No, well, I don't know. It was showing the other one with the dancing things and we hadn't seen that yet. Come here. Yeah, the pixies gave me the shrine quest, which is all part of the snake quest, which is why it's got the snake marker. And that one I've destroyed. Oh, it's gone. And the one on the top left we've also destroyed. Unless the one here, which I'm thinking is the girl, is just another shrine, and the girl one, it is, okay. So for these guys I need the doll. And for the doll I need to make one of these, which you can make from the doll. If you go to it, you go there and make it. Look at all the stuff we haven't even discovered yet. And then go to the inventory, put the doll on the bar. Well, there's 12 souls. We've only collected 2. This is the third one we're trying to get. And then we go get the snot out of you. Literally get their snot. Hey, come here. Freaking fairies. So give me that. Oh, get out. Right, I'll go back to the tree. Yeah, I did the job. I kicked over those little rock piles like you asked. Now give me that shard or I'll knock over this nest too. You smash fairy shrines. Yeah, good. Take it, we don't want your trash. Bring the mirror shards to the Weeping Maiden. There you go. Have you found any of the mirror shards? I wonder where they could be. There you go. You gingerly hand over the broken glass shards to the maiden. She's careful not to cut herself on the razor-sharp edges as she slots them into the mirror frame. Pieces click into place perfectly. The surface of the mirror ripples like the water on a lake. The ripples calm, settling into form. Pristine crystal mirror. She gazes into the mirror with awe. Well, I wonder if the snake made the mirror for the bard to give to the girl, which would make her fall in love with him. But if she ever broke it, he would belong to her, the snake. In which case then, if she knows this, would she actually be in love with him, or would she throw it on the ground? She gazes into the mirror with awe. Look, it's as good as new. Oh. The maiden's reflection ripples into the visage of a handsome young man. My love, is that you? Overcome with joy, a fresh stream of tears rolled down her cheeks. I can't believe my eyes. I don't understand. What happened? Where are you? I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible here. You have to get me out. You went to the snake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid? Listen, my love. I have a confession to make. I'm not actually that good of a musician. What are you talking about? You were so beautiful on your balcony. A bum like me would never get your attention, so I asked the snake to help me out a little. I thought I could protect myself from the snake's hypnotic gaze with this magic mirror. But then you went and broke the darn thing. I didn't break it. It slipped out of my hand. Wait, don't put this on me. How could you be so irresponsible? One problem at a time, children. We fixed the mirror, so it should be able to break the snake's spell now. Yes. Oh, you have no idea how unbearable it is being stuck in here. There's nothing awful but poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme. Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly stand to look at this buffoon any longer. Babe, wait. She presses the mirror into your hands. Ah, sorry, Bard. Should have just been yourself. Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes. The mind-altering patterns of his gaze are reflected back to him. Slowly but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. His forked tongue flicks again the glass and then disappears beyond it. It's so beautiful. Like a length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake rushes forward and vanishes into his own reflection. The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down, careful not to look too deeply. Collect the soul of the snake. Hidden in the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny wriggling shape, trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake. We're going to do the bear.